Welcome guys to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and today's live stream we're going to be talking about how Bitcoin got rejected off the key $105,000 level, mainly because of some Bitcoin spot ETF outflows that we're going to talk about in this news article that I just pulled up from the block. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at the charts here to find out if we're getting a correction, if we're gonna get a move down here on Bitcoin. How far down can Bitcoin go, since we already know where the ceiling is right now? Okay. But we'll also take a look at the upside targets, and then we'll take a look at some of these other cryptocurrencies. This is going to be about a 1 hour live stream here because I got some things I need to do after this, but I'll try to answer your requests. Go ahead and start putting in those requests, guys, because you got to get it in sooner rather than later. But let's take a look at what's going on here on the block here. We have U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs. They logged $96 million in net outflows after hitting the peak cumulative inflows. This article goes on here to say that spot Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S. reported $96 million in net outflows on Tuesday, following a peak in inflows the day before. The crypto market continued its rally, with Bitcoin rising 1.4% and Ethereum gaining 8.9%. I think they're talking about yesterday. They're not talking about today, because today Bitcoin was actually slightly down right now. But here it just says that spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds saw $96 million in outflows on Tuesday, ending a 4-day streak of inflows after reaching cumulative inflows. Fidelity's FBTC experienced $91 million in net outflows on Tuesday, while Hashdex DeFi recorded outflows of $4.75 million, according to social value data. They were the only spot Bitcoin ETFs to report outflows on the day, with all others logging zero flows. Okay. Tuesday outflows followed a record high of $41.18 billion in cumulative net inflows for the 12 spot Bitcoin ETFs on Monday. All right. Okay, so according to the block's price page, Bitcoin has increased 1.4% in the past 24 hours to 103,775 at the time of this writing, while Ethereum rose to $2,667. Okay, the crypto market continues to rally as traders assess the progress made in trade negotiations between the U.S. and China. In April's CPI data, the consumer price index climbed 0.2% in April, bringing the annual inflation rate to 2.3%, the lowest level since February 2021. Okay, that good bit of news from the CPI data helped spark the cryptocurrency Bitcoin rally that we saw yesterday. Okay, where Bitcoin got up to $105,000. Now let's look at the price of Bitcoin right now. Okay. You can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at $103,500, down about $630 from yesterday. I'm in the 1 hour time frame. The reason why I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame right now is because we did have, in the beginning of this morning, okay, well, we did see Bitcoin drop down, okay, to roughly about let's see, about, this was actually last night. Bitcoin dropped down to about $101,400. Okay, and then we had a little bit of a rally into the early morning hours here on Tuesday. Okay, but it looks like we peaked out here. Okay, we peaked out. Wait a minute, this data. I'm sorry, this data is a little bit backwards here. Let me go ahead and just click the refresh button on here. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was old data I was looking at. Sorry about that, guys. But as I was saying, this morning, okay, this morning we had a little bit of a rally up until 9 o'clock in the morning, when Wall Street started the New York session. And then those Bitcoin ETFs, they must have sold Bitcoin, okay, because we topped out here at $104,300, okay, and then we just been having sort of red candles here, a red day, trading sideways all throughout Wednesday here. But mostly sideways and downwards. I believe those Bitcoin ETFs, they continue their selling here around 9 o'clock in the morning here. So, yeah. What do we have? If we zoom out to the daily chart here, okay, we want to know how much lower Bitcoin could go. I'm going to do a quick Fibonacci retracement we saw Bitcoin get as high as what, $105,000, $105,700 here on Monday, and we take that down to, we'll take it down to this impulse move here, where Bitcoin got the Easter pump, okay, around the 84K area. And we're looking at possibly coming down to the 0.786 level here as our first possible higher low that we could make if we're going to continue being bullish but get this correction at the same time. We could see $101,400 Bitcoin in the near future here, okay? So maybe a couple more $1,000 to go. We kind of already seen that on Tuesday when we got down to 101,447 here on Coinbase Exchange. So maybe we've already tested that low, and this is possibly the higher low. But if we violate that and we continue going down lower, then we do have the 0.618 retracement level saying that we could see a $97,900 Bitcoin all over again, okay, in this area right over here. As I start to zoom out, you'll see that when I turn on the VRVP, it's going to agree that, yeah, that blue line, this POC, point of control, is sitting at like 96,300. So about like 96,000 to like $97,000. You see that you got this high volume node here. About like $97,000 Bitcoin could be where Bitcoin goes next if we can't maintain support on the $101,000 level. Okay, so you know, if you're continuing to be bullish here on Bitcoin, and you see the price go down to 101,000, maybe you can throw some longs if you're day trading Bitcoin. You could try to catch some longs at $101,000 just to see if it's going to stick. Okay. But if Bitcoin does continue being bullish here, right, then we might see some more resistance at that 105K area. We topped out there, what, on Monday? Yeah, $105,700 Bitcoin. Then let's see, on Tuesday we saw 105,000, but it was slightly lower than what we saw on Monday. Okay, so $105,000. This is that white line. This is the value area high. It's a significant amount of volume was traded at that level. That's why that line is there. Okay, about roughly 15% of the volume is sitting at the value area high at $105,000 Bitcoin. So we might get another rejection off of Bitcoin if we come up to that level, and we're looking for that, because if we get rejected again at 105K, then we have to start thinking about this could possibly be a double top situation, and then we're gonna come down to probably 101, but then maybe even come down further to 97K before we're able to generate some demand here and actually start sending this thing back up to higher prices and make maybe a little higher low on the daily time frame. Okay. But that's what I have for Bitcoin here. Of course, you know, we do have a upside target here if Bitcoin continues being bullish. We do have the 1618 Fibonacci number here sitting at $118,000 Bitcoin. We could see new all-time highs, but first we got to break through that 105K level. And then, of course, the all-time high at 109K. And then all bets are off as to how high Bitcoin could possibly go. But the 1618 is saying that could be $118,000 Bitcoin in the near future here. All right, let's see what do I got here from my requests. Let's see if anybody made any requests for any particular cryptocurrencies here. I gotta go scroll through the chat here, see who's in here and what was said. Just give me a second here. Quiet bunch here today. Oh, except for we have Kieran Walsh saying let's look at Pepe. Opinions on Pepe. We could take a look at Pepe coin. If you got another request besides Pepe coin, looks like I would like to talk about other cryptos besides meme coins here. But yeah, we can take a look at Pepe coin. Why not? Let's see if Pepe coin's having a better day than Bitcoin. And Pepe is actually down a little bit here, down 3.95%, trading at 1387. And you know, I got the VRVP here showing us the key levels here. I like using the VRVP because I am a level trader. I like trading the levels. I like knowing where we could go down and where we can go up from where we are currently. And it looks like Pepe's, trading at 1387. There is a high volume level here at 1280, so about 100 points lower than where we are right now. Pepe might get some support, okay? But if Pepe decides to continue being bullish, there is a gap in the VRVP, and we could see a 1700 Pepe, or even the value area high sitting at around 2000 on Pepe, okay? If Pepe continues being bullish. Now let's see if Pepe can be bullish. If we look at the RSI here, it looks like Pepe is overbought on the daily time frame here on the RSI. RSI is currently at 77. We saw it at 84 on Tuesday and around the 80s on Monday. So Pepe needs to kind of cool down and chill out for a little bit, like a lot of these other cryptocurrencies out there, including Bitcoin actually. But I foresee sideways trading action at best for Pepe, and we might actually come down to a lower level here on Pepe, and I'll do a Fibonacci analysis so you can figure out where the high low might come in for Pepe. But yeah, let's see. Pepe came out as high as 1540 on Monday, so that's the high water mark right now. Okay. And we came from this level around like roughly 800 level. So now as I start to zoom in here and look at well, let me go ahead and move this a little bit here. Okay. And I'll get rid of this VRVP right now too. We don't need that right now. But it looks like, most likely Pepe will come down to that 0.618 level. Golden pocket level at 1250, which is about roughly 100 points lower than where we are right now. And it might even come down to the 0.5 retracement at 1167 and still be bullish. Be careful, because there could be a deeper retracement that takes you down to the 0.236 level, this red level at 969. I'm not sure why it would do that, unless Bitcoin is dropping like a rock. Then you have to worry about this thing dropping like a rock down to that level. Okay, but your ideal higher low should come in around like the 1100 area or the 1200 area is where I would start putting in some buy orders in if you're going to continue being bullish on Pepe and if you're trying to catch a higher low here. Let's put on the moving averages, see what the moving averages have to say. Yeah, the moving averages, I see a 100 moving average here on the daily time frame sitting at about 1133. So I think 1100, which is the 0.5 retracement number, I think 1100 is where you should get some support on Pepe if Pepe does come down. And then, of course, if Pepe continues being bullish, we do have a 1618 saying that this thing can get up to 2000. And I think we agreed that that's the case here, because if I turn on the VRVP, where is that VRVP? Yeah. Why is this thing not showing me more data? Okay, here we go. Here's more data. Okay, yeah, so we did say 2000 is a high volume node here for the VRVP, and you got the 1618 saying 2000 should be what you should be targeting for take profit on Pepe. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at let's see what else is being said here in the chat here. If you're enjoying this analysis so far, by all means, guys, go ahead and hit that like button so we get some more people to come join us on this Meet Damien live stream here. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at some other cryptocurrencies. Let's see who took it on the chin the most on my watch list here. Looks like Aptos had a pretty bad day, down about 6.69%. And then AI16Z had a pretty bad day, down 10.38%. Let's take a look at AI16Z. All right, so this cryptocurrency is down 10.38% today. Let me clean up the charts here a little bit, and we'll zoom in. You can see this cryptocurrency had better days back in January when it was trading at like almost like $2. Okay, but now here we are just fighting these levels here. Looks looks like the high volume node is currently at 34 cents, which is where we're at right now. So there is some support here. But if we lose that support on AI16Z, I see some confluence with the moving averages here that we could come down to about 25 to 29 cents here, where you got the high volume node here as well on the VRVP. I think 25, 29 cents should be a good support area for AI16Z. AI16Z did have a pretty good couple of weeks here. RSI is actually showing a double top. Okay, so maybe this thing needs to come down a little bit lower before we can start going to higher RSI levels and higher prices here. Stochastic RSI is also pretty high right now, if you can see this right here. So this thing probably needs to come down a little bit, which leads me to believe I'm actually involved in AI16Z. I probably need to sell a little bit of AI16Z so that way I don't get caught off guard. It sucks that it's down 10%, but it might go down a little bit more here. If it goes down to that 25 cent level, what is that? Let's just measure that. From where we are right now down to about what, 25 cents. That's another 28% drop from where we are right now. Do you really want to deal with that? And can you survive a 28% drop? If not, then maybe now's a good time to sell AI16Z before it goes down a little bit lower here. All right. Let's see. Very quiet today. Very quiet. I didn't really advertise that I was going live on my Twitter or my Discord, so maybe that's why some people haven't showed up yet. But I might have to go put out that link here. But yeah, we usually go live around these times here in the afternoon, East Coast time. I just think some cold water got thrown on the markets here, and not too many people are really interested in talking about crypto right now. But we're still here, and we're talking about crypto. All right, let's take a look at Aptos. Aptos. Trading at $5.73. Let me go ahead and get rid of the VRVP for now. I think we were game planning that if Aptos was going to continue being bullish, then it might actually get up to this 200-day moving average, which is at almost $8. So that is the long-term price take profit area for Aptos is $8. Where we'll probably get rejected off that 200-day moving average. I thought Aptos was going to continue being bullish here and actually make it to this 100-day moving average sitting at 670. We only got as high as about 625 before we started coming down here on Aptos. Aptos' stochastic RSI is also pretty high right now. And the RSI, it did not get overbought, but it was threatening to get close. Aptos didn't really have that spectacular of a rally as some of these other cryptocurrencies have had here. But I think that just means that Aptos might be considered undervalued compared to all the other cryptocurrencies that are out there that have been having some pretty high-flying performance days so far. I have seen that Aptos was creating some bullish divergence as it was coming down here, lower lows on the price. We were making roughly a higher low here on the RSI. So that was the beginning of becoming a bottom here for Aptos. Now we're looking to see if Aptos can make higher highs. Let's see, back here on March, we've seen a high of like $6.06, and we did get above that at $6.25. So Aptos is creating slightly higher highs right now, and we're just waiting for Aptos to create a higher low and then just create another higher high at this point. The higher low looks like it will probably come in near this 50-day moving average and this 21 EMA at like $5.50. If I do a quick Fibonacci retracement, measuring down, we see that the 0.5 retracement says that we could see Aptos come down to 543, and the 0.618 says that Aptos could come down to $5.63. And I think Aptos is currently doing that right now because we're trading at $5.72. So maybe another 10 cents and then Aptos gets a bounce. and maybe we can call that the higher low here. We did already bounce off the 50-day moving average on Tuesday here, where this was what 551 was where the 50-day moving average is sitting at, and we got a candle wick here. You see this candle wick? This candle wick came all the way down to that green line here. So, all right. Respecting the TA, I like it so far. But yeah, if Aptos continues being bullish, then this Fibonacci analysis is saying that we could see a $7.29 Aptos sometime in the near future here. All right, I see Royal Queen joins. Robert there, Aiden Joseph. Hello, guys. If you like cryptocurrency, you should come stick around for these live streams here. We're looking at the charts here for cryptocurrencies. Mainly do cryptocurrencies, but I can also talk about stocks as well. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me. I'm going to do a quick sound check here. Yep, all right. Sounds good. Very, very quiet. You know what? I'm going to see if I can get some more people to come join the live stream, because you guys are really quiet today. And I'm not quite sure. I think mainly because I didn't share the link on my Discord here. And I didn't, I was kind of in a rush, but I didn't share it on Twitter either. But while you guys are trying to figure out what cryptos you want me to talk about next, let me go ahead and send out these, I'll send out I'm gonna go ahead and send out the links here. Okay. Let's see, we got some new messages here. We're just taking a look at Aptos chart right now. That's funny. Looking at this. Yep. Got it. All right. Peace. Live right now. And let me just send this out to my Discord as well. I was just really busy this afternoon, and I didn't get a chance to do this. All right. Oh. Okay, let's see who's on the live stream now. Looks like we got Ray and Aiden in here. You guys are like kind of coming in and coming out now. Let's take a look at another cryptocurrency that I want to take a look at. We'll take a look at the Solana. Solana currently trading at $176. Of course, Solana did get rejected. Is getting rejected off of this 200-day moving average. This red line sitting at about $181. We saw Solana get up to $184 earlier today, and also about $184 on Tuesday. So TA being respected so far. I'm expecting Solana to get bounced between the 100-day moving average and the 200-day moving average, and kind of like do tight consolidation for now. Right now, the RSI is sitting at 67. Stochastic RSI is slightly high here. And let me go ahead and turn on Market Cipher B, and we'll see what Market Cipher B has to say. Market Cipher B said you should have been buying Solana last Thursday, when you could have got Solana for about what, $147. Yeah, so that was a good buy signal right there. And I'm expecting a red dot to come up at some point here. Maybe that comes up later on today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm expecting a red dot to start showing up here, which means that we should be getting and taking profits. Okay, because we did hit this 200-day moving average, and Bitcoin also is contending against the 105K level as resistance. So we need to start taking some profits here, guys. At least protect, protect the purse, take some money off the table, because you just don't know if we're gonna get another brutal downturn like we did back in March and April. Okay, but we did see some good moves here, which leads me to believe that we might see higher prices for Bitcoin. We're kind of flirting with the level here. Could Bitcoin go to higher prices, go to a new all-time high, or are we going to get rejected and make a lower high? Same thing here with Solana. Like, is Solana going to actually break the all-time high here of $295 at some point? Or are we going to create a lower high somewhere in the 200s, or maybe even create a lower high from where we are right now? Okay, that's the scary part about these markets, is that we just don't know. Okay, but we can use a little bit of TA here to kind of figure out where these things might go next. Okay, and right now, we're just getting rejected off the 200-day moving average on Solana here. If Solana does continue being bullish, then let me go ahead and turn on the VRVP, get the high volume nodes here, and it says that we could see more resistance at the $200 level. Makes sense, because that's like a psychological number. And then we have the value area high sitting at about 212 bucks is where Solana could get rejected or have some trouble getting past. And then once we get past the $212 level here, then we might see some more resistance at 240 bucks for Solana. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to some other cryptocurrencies here. Let's take a look at Ethereum. We're now looking at Ethereum, currently trading at $2,596. And Ethereum has had a pretty couple of good weeks here. But let me go ahead and clean up the charts here a little bit. You'll see that Ethereum is also hitting the 200-day moving average as well at 2,700 bucks. Okay, that's gonna be a tough nut to crack. That's why Ethereum is not really above 2,700. It's at almost 2,600. Ethereum might get squeezed between $2,700 and it might find support at the 100-day moving average at 2,500 bucks. And if we lose that, then we might get some support here where the white and green line are kind of converging on each other near about $2,000 Ethereum. So I'm expecting $2,000 Ethereum to be a good support area if Ethereum does come down to those levels. But yeah, let's start on the VRVP here real quick. We'll see if the VRVP kind of agrees with these levels as well. And right now we do have a POC at 1796, so that should be the last resort support area for Ethereum. But let's first walk it down from top to bottom here. We do have a high volume node here at 2483, which kind of corresponds to where that 100-day moving average is sitting at. So that should be support. Then we do have some more support here, like 2180. Okay, on the VRVP, which could correspond to where the 50 and the 21 EMA will give us some support. So maybe like $21 or $2,200 might be a good support area for Ethereum. Let me go ahead and clean up the chart here, get rid of the VRVP, and I will turn on Fibonacci retracement, and we'll just see, where Ethereum could go down and create a higher low here if it does decide to go down to lower levels and create a higher low. We got the 0.618 saying that Ethereum could get support at 2384, and then the 0.5 at $2,200, 2273, and then we got the 0.382 level saying that 2163. I think 2163 makes sense here. I'm gonna go ahead. I've seen that come up a couple of times here. the VRVP and also on the moving averages here. I'm actually going to mark another level here as well. The 2026 levels seems to be another good level where we could get some support for Ethereum. Okay, for my future analysis when I look at this, if we continue going lower, I'm expecting $2,000 Ethereum to be heavily defended. Okay. Let's see. Where's my music? I think I kind of want to turn the music up a little bit here. Ooh, a little bit too loud. All right. So that's Ethereum in a nutshell there. Let's move on to XRP, Ripple. Ripple has been one of the stronger cryptocurrencies out there compared to some of the other high market cryptocurrencies. We got XRP trading at $2.55. And what do we got? What do we got for XRP? XRP has been making some higher prices here, getting above most of the moving averages here, sitting at about $2.40 was the last moving average that I got above, so that's good to see. Okay, if XRP continues being bullish here, I expect XRP to get to $3 in no time, because if I turn on the VRVP here real quick, we have a big drop in the volume on the VRVP. Once we get past 260, you got a little bit of resistance at that value area high at 275. But then there's really no more resistance after that until you get up to like $3.13 on XRP. So I'm expecting XRP to get up to those levels in the near future here. Let me go ahead and I'll get rid of the VRVP here real quick. And I'll just do a quick Fibonacci analysis here. If XRP does come down to lower levels, it might come down to some of these moving averages. And let's see what the fib retracement has to say about that. We could come down to this 100-day moving average at $2.40, which is corresponding and confluent with the $0.5 retracement level at $2.39. Then if we lose that, we might further get more support at $2.30, which is where the 0.382 retracement level is at. So I'm expecting either $2.32 or $2.40 to be where the higher low gets put on to Ripple, if Ripple does come down for whatever reason. And you know what, guys? I don't see any requests here, and I have other things to do, so I'm just going to make this a short live stream. I appreciate you guys coming into the live stream that did come in and hitting that like button. We're going to go ahead and just end the live stream there, because it seems like no one is interested in talking about crypto right now. We have one bad day, and everybody wants to leave. Hey, Porky. Hey, it's a slow day right now. No one really wants to talk about crypto. I'm not getting any requests besides Pepe. And I just went through some coins that I was interested in, but I actually have some other things I need to do, and then I want to catch your live stream as well. So I might as well move on to doing what I need to do, and then I'll catch your live stream. You're in a short on Pepe? Yeah, we did talk about Pepe early in the stream, but let's see what I was saying. I did do a Fibonacci analysis on it. So this is what my fib is saying here for Pepe. You know, I measured the top here. We got as high as about 1540 on Pepe, down from this impulse move where we were at the 800 level for the most part on Pepe. And you have a deep retracement. You might get lucky to short Pepe all the way down to 969, the 0.236 retracement level, and that's pretty much where this 21 EMA is hanging out at. So you might be lucky enough to take it all the way down there, maybe. But I would probably take some profits on your short, because you just don't know if it's going to actually go down that low. We have the 100-day moving average sitting at 1100. I think 1100 is what I told everybody else is where we might get the higher low here on Pepe, because that's also the 0.5 retracement level. And then maybe even 0.618 retracement, 1256. So you got your levels right here, Porky. Okay, take a screenshot of that. Write it down in your notes. Those are your targets to short Pepe. Yeah. Oh, you're just trying to do a 6% move down? Alright, I'm a little bit curious. Let's see. I'm not sure where you got in on that short, but let's try to measure another 6% from where we are right now. Where does that take us? You're gonna try to take it all the way down to roughly that blue number, 1300. Is that what you're targeting right now? We're kind of almost there at 1386, but it seems like you're targeting 1300 for your short on Pepe. All right, let's see. I got like maybe like a few more people here in the TikTok stream, but looks like I think that's gonna be it. To be honest with you, have to look between the 15 and the 5-minute time frames. All right, well we'll take a look at the 5-minute time frame on Pepe. Let's see what's going on in the 5-minute from my day trading friend Porky. We got the 200 moving average acting as the biggest bully, the resistance. Once you break past the 200 on the 5-minute time frame to the upside, you should get out of that short. You should consider covering your short. But right now, that 200 is still suppressing the price downward right now on the 5-minute time frame. Just using the moving averages here. Yeah, I think you can just continue pressing the short a little bit more. Looks like we did come down to like 1349. So I would like start taking some of your short off the table at 1350, because the bulls and the longs, they might try to retest. They might come down for the retest and then decide to defend that area at 1350. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, okay, you're targeting 1296. Not too bad, not too bad. I wish you the best of luck, Porky. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna give you a quick shout out here. Okay, to my my audience here, guys. If you want to check out some more TA, I have a California live streamer here. His name is Porky Flounder 65. He's got a good following here on YouTube. He doesn't really do TikTok, so I'm not sure if my TikTok guys. I mean, he does do TikTok, but his following is not as big. But yeah, you guys go ahead and check out Porky. Check out some of his videos, his live streams, and let's see. Can I get Porky on? Let's see if I can find you on TikTok here. Well, there's my TikTok, but let's see, Porky. Let's see if I can find you over here. Flounder. I think that's oh, why do I got two of you here? I believe this is you. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's Porky Flounders on TikTok. You guys might want to check him out. He's doing some TikTok videos as well. Okay. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this live stream. I appreciate you guys coming out here. I know I said that already, but I am gonna be heading out because I got some things to do here, and I'm looking forward to checking out Porky's live stream after this. So yeah, I will see you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mar. I just saw you join in the live stream here. I might go live probably early tomorrow afternoon, is what I'm thinking. And then yeah, then we can do some more requests after that. Oh, okay. Now more people start showing up on my YouTube. Okay, I see beyond the illusion there too. But yeah, I was actually just gonna keep this a short live stream, and it seems like now people are showing up like right when I'm about to end the live stream here. But yeah, you guys can just rewatch the live stream on my YouTube channel here on the Meet Damien YouTube channel, and then just be on the lookout for my next live stream. I'll probably go live early Thursday afternoon rather than late afternoon. And then yeah, I'm gonna try to do a live stream early in the afternoon, and then I'm gonna go for a bike ride after that. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Take care, guys.